Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Pilates with Go Chlo. Today we're going to be doing a core and abdominal workout. This is what everyone always requests, so here it is. We're going to start off with the basics and I'm going to teach you some of the basic activation lessons from the start, and we're going to build to some more advanced exercises by the end. As always, listen to your body, do what feels right for you, take breaks whenever you need, really tune into what your body needs for this time. If you like the workout, then please subscribe to my channel and press like. I'd really appreciate it. You can do this ab exercise, this workout with the glute workout. You can combine it to create more of a full body workout, and I'll have more videos coming for you soon. I hope you enjoy. You're gonna start on your back. Come on down. And we're going to set our body up in a neutral spine position to start. So come on down onto your back. Bend your knees, have your feet flat onto the mat. Hands just resting down by your sides, and the back of the neck will be long. You're going to flatten the lower back down in towards the mat. So visualize a blueberry beneath your lower back and the mat, and you're squashing it all the way down. And then do the opposite and arch through your lower back. Now try not to arch through the whole back. So think about it just through the lower part of the back. So you stick your butt out, create that little arch, and then flatten back down. We're going to inhale to gently arch through the lower back, and then exhale, pull the belly button in towards the spine to press the lower back down in towards the mat. Inhale to release that, gently arching through the back. Exhale to flatten down. And this is a great way to get some movement and mobility into the lower back, as well as starting to activate through the core. And we're going to build on that. Now, each time you press the lower back down, think about the movement coming from your abdominals. Really press the belly button down in and feel that engagement deep within your core, those stabilizing muscles. We'll go for 3 more like this. Inhale to arch. Exhale to flatten. For 2. Last one like that. Feel how much you can arch. Feel how much you can flatten, and then find the halfway point between those two positions. We call this our neutral spine, and it's just a position that honors the natural curve that we all have in our lower back. We're going to activate through our deep core muscles. So this means pelvic floor. Imagine like you're busting for the toilet, you're holding on. That's your pelvic floor. And at the same time, gently draw the belly button in towards your spine. Now keeping that little bit of space in the lower back. We keep it there. We're going to float one leg up into tabletop. Good. We're going to float the other leg up into tabletop. Great, now hold it here. Come back to that position of your lower back and make sure the lower back has an arch. So you don't want to fall into that arch position, and you don't want to flatten all the way down. We're still honoring just that natural curve in the lower back. Good, gently pull the rib cage down and in, belly button into spine. We're going to tap the left toes down towards the mat and pick back up, and then the right toes. Tap and lift. Now the toes don't have to go all the way down. You only want to lower it as far down as possible before you feel like the lower back wants to arch. Once you get to that point, use those abdominals. Exhale, pull the leg back up into tabletop. Inhale to lower, exhale to lift. Keeping the same angle of the knee. If you feel like your neck is straining a little bit, or if that's uncomfortable, place a pillow underneath your head. That will feel a lot better. Just a really small pillow or a rolled up towel. Great, we'll go one more here on each side. And then one by one, lower the toes all the way down and just shake those legs from side to side. Get some movement. All right, knees up towards the ceiling. We find that neutral spine again. So I like to flatten and arch through the back. Find that halfway point. Take the hands, interlace the fingers, and place them behind the back of the head. The thumbs are pointing down the back of the neck, so I've got lots of support for my head and neck. I just lift the elbows slightly. I think about lengthening the spine and then curl up. Now, as you curl, you still want to think about the belly button drawing down and in to activate through those deep core muscles, but you don't want to flatten the lower back down each time. So we're trying to maintain that neutral spine. Inhale as we lower the head and the chest down. Exhale to curl up. Inhale to lower with control. Exhale to curl. I like the word curl as opposed to crunch. Crunch implies that we're sort of crunching in on that spine, and really want to maintain a sense of length through the spine as you curl. So we're not curling, crunching like that. We're lengthening the crown of the head and then curling up. If this is enough for you, stay with this. Otherwise, on the next one, hold and curl up. One by one, float the legs to tabletop. Squeeze the knees and the feet together, and then continue with that curl. Inhale to lower. Exhale to lift, coming up as high as you can before you feel like you might lose that neutral spine. If you need to take the feet back to the mat, you can. You should feel those abdominals working right now, hopefully. We're here for another 3. And 2. Last one, we're gonna curl up, we're gonna hold it up there. From here, pulse the chest towards those thighs. We're here for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, keep going, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and then bring it in. Hands around those knees, pull them into your chest and just rock from side to side. All right, things should be warm now through those abdominals, hopefully. This next one's gonna get a little bit more into the obliques. So place those feet down. We're gonna work into that curl up again. So take those hands behind the back of the head, interlace the fingers, make sure they're up together. Hands behind the head, thumbs down the back of the neck. All right. We lengthen through the spine, we curl up. Good, we're gonna hold here and then one by one float those legs to tabletop. Now we're gonna hold in this curl up. When we hold a curl up, we wanna make sure the neck isn't working too much and taking over. It should be active, but it shouldn't be doing all the work. So if you need to rest the head down, this exercise can be done with the head down and you can take the hands down by your sides. Now, if you're in a curl up, press the head slightly back into the hands and the hands into the head, and that should put more work into those abdominals. The left leg is going to extend out to a high diagonal and then come back in, just the left leg. Exhale to extend, inhale to fold it. Exhale to extend, inhale to fold. If you want to make this a little bit more challenging, you can aim that leg lower. If you want to make it less challenging, aim the leg higher. Good, use that exhale through the mouth each time you extend. And each time that leg extends, think about those abdominals activating a little bit more. Good, on the next one, we're gonna extend the leg out, we're gonna hold it there. Now, hold it out there. Let's flex through that foot. If you need to lift it up a little higher, you can. Now, keeping the leg straight, it's gonna open out to the side. So you sweep that left leg just a little bit out to the left, and then you bring it straight back in line with the hip. We inhale as we open, we exhale to pull it back in. We're just here for a few like this, not too many. Inhale as you open, exhale to pull back in. Make sure that right leg hasn't come in too close towards your chest. One more like that, bring it in, hold it there. Now if that left leg needs a break, drop it down, otherwise hold it. Now the right leg, the tabletop leg is gonna do the same thing. It's gonna open out to the side, let it fall slightly, pull back in. As the leg opens, make sure the opposite hip, the left hip, is staying really heavy on your mat. Inhale as you open, exhale to pull back in. We go for 3, for 2, last one here, hold it. If you need to drop that leg down or any of the legs down, you can. We just pulse for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1, and rest. Hug the knees into your chest, give them a really big squeeze, rock from side to side, and at the same time, roll the head from side to side, allowing the neck to relax as well. Let's do that on the other side. All right, so we set up again. Find your setup, neutral spine, ribs heavy, belly button drawing in towards the spine, hands come behind the back of the head, interlace the fingers, curl the head and the chest up. Make sure that lower back hasn't flattened down. We float the legs to tabletop. This time, the right leg will extend out away, and then it will fold back in. Exhale to extend, inhale to fold. You choose how low you extend the leg. If you need to drop the head down, you can. If you're curled up, remember to gently push back into the hands and the hands into the head. We'll go for another 4, and 3, and 2. On the next one, we hold it out there. All right, we flex through that foot, keep the left leg where it is. We open the right leg slightly out to the side, and then we bring it back in towards the midline. Inhale as it opens, exhale to pull back in. Inhale to open, exhale to pull back in. It doesn't need to be a big movement. We're here for 3 more. And 2, nothing else moves. Make sure that left knee isn't coming in towards the chest. Last one there, and now if you need to drop the right leg, you can drop it, otherwise hold it there. The left leg's gonna open out and pull back in. Inhale as it opens, Exhale, pull back in. Make sure that right hip isn't lifting. If it is, you're going too far. Make it a small movement. Keep the chest square. The chest shouldn't be moving. We're here for another 3. And 2. Last one here. Bring it in and we just pulse the chest. Tiny pulses for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Pull it in. Hands around the shins, one in each hand, and do some big circles of those knees out and around, away from each other. All right, from here, we're gonna roll up through the spine, and we're gonna come into a bit of plank work. So we're gonna flip over onto hands and knees. All right, hands underneath those shoulders, knees underneath the hips. Spread the fingers nice and wide here. Lift through the chest. So try and press down into the knuckles of your hands and into the web space in between the hands so we get some more weight coming down into those hands, into the fingers and out of those wrists. Press the earth away, ribs in, abdominals in. Find just the tiniest scoop under of the tailbone. Step one leg back, find a plank. Step the other leg back. Now, if you need to come down onto your knees, you could drop the knees and tuck the toes for a kneeling plank. Otherwise, up onto those toes. From here, we're gonna rock the body forward and back. The back of the neck is nice and long. Inhale as you rock forward, exhale back through the balls of the feet. Tiniest bend in those elbows exists. So small, we can hardly even see it, but it's there. And that way those elbows are unlocked. We're here for 5, 4, 3, 2, last one like that, and then just drop the knees, take a quick child's pose, sit back to the heels, reach the arms forward. Take a deep breath here, and out. We're gonna roll back up, coming back to that same position. Spread those fingers wide, lift through the chest, pull ribs in, abdominals in, back of the neck is long. We step one leg back, the other leg back, and find ourselves in a plank. All right, we're gonna come up into sort of a pike position now. We're gonna zip the belly button up and in, use the abs, lift the hips up as high as you can. Now, as you do that, keep the heels high, pull the ribs in, back of the neck is long, shake out any tension, and then hinge straight forward into that plank. Now, think about the lift of the hips coming from your abdominals. So zip those abs in, lift on the exhale, inhale, hinge forward to a plank. Exhale to lift, inhale, come forward. Exhale to lift, inhale, come forward. Take breaks if you need, whenever you need, otherwise we keep going. Definitely working through those abdominals, but this is a whole body exercise. Shoulders are working, muscles around the hips working, calves working. We'll go for another 3. Inhale forward, and 2. Good, last one. Come forward into that plank and we just hold for 10. Lift through that chest. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Drop the knees, untuck the toes, sit towards the heels for a child's pose. Walk the hands in, come up onto your knees, give your wrists a bit of a shake out. We're gonna give them a break now and come down onto our forearms now. So you're gonna create like an 11 shape with your forearms. So place them down, spread the fingers wide. We want the same control with those shoulders as we do this, so you wanna find that lift of the chest and the shoulders. So make sure you haven't lost that. Pull the ribs in, step one leg back, step the other leg back. All right, from here, we're gonna do toe taps out to the side. Now they're gonna be big. Let's start with the right leg. Lift the leg up, open it out to the side, tap towards the floor next to you as wide as you can, and then draw a rainbow as you come back in. Then to the left, up and over to the left, tap, up and back. So this is gonna work into the sides of the hips and into those obliques. Inhale up and over, exhale, pull back in. Make sure your whole body isn't moving out. So keep the rest of the body really still and just move through that leg, hinging from the hip. Up and over. Inhale, open. All right, after this, one more each side. Keep that control. Come into that plank and we hold for 10, 9, 8, 7, 6. Pull those abs in for 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Knees. Sit back into that child's pose, shake it out. Maybe this time open the knees as wide as your mat and really crawl the fingers forward, lowering the head down onto your mat. All right, last one here, walk those hands in, swing the legs through. We're gonna come back down onto our backs. We're almost done to finish. And we're gonna do everyone's favorite, some crisscross. We're gonna do super, super slow and controlled. So hands behind the back of the head again, interlace those fingers. We come back to that neutral spine position. So find that, curl the head of the chest up. Now this exercise can be done just with the head and the chest or just with the legs, or you can combine both and come with me. So if you're coming with, float the legs up into tabletop. We twist up and over to the right. The left leg's going to extend out away from you. Now really rotate the chest. Think about that left shoulder reaching to the outside of the right thigh. Come through the center and then come up and over to the left. This time right shoulder reaches up and out to the outside of that left thigh. Inhale to the center, exhale, up and through. Center. Keep it going. Exhaling on that twist. Make sure you're really opening the body each time you twist, so we don't want to crunch in like that. Think about the chest opening. The opposite elbow is going to reach down towards your mat. All right, and now take a break if you need. Otherwise, we're going to speed it up. Swapping through the center, but keeping the control. So think about the weight coming through your pelvis. It should be even on both sides. We're here for another 10, 9, 8, get a little bit higher, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. Hug those knees in, shake it out. Whew. All right, keep those knees into your chest, start to rock up and down through the length of your spine. 2 more times. And then rock yourself all the way up into sitting. Thank you so much for joining in my core and abdominal workout. If you liked it, share it with your friends and please subscribe to my channel. Thank you so much.